Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the unexpected things that you can expect when you're coming to Portugal or moving to Portugal. 5 things I didn't know and I wish I knew before I moved to Portugal. So, as you can see, I'm in my bedroom, sitting on my bed because it's kind of chilly in here, and this is one of the big points I want to make today. About the what you should have known before you moved to Portugal. Gee, I can't talk today. It's a dreary, cold, wet day, so in December. And if you haven't been to my channel yet, I'm Natalie. I moved here to Portugal in May, but have thought about it for 4 years and did a lot of research online, watched videos, read articles and blog posts, and tried to get informed anyway. And yeah, since May I'm here. I rent a place now for 2 months. It's gonna be 3 months when this month is over, but yeah, about 2.5 months, I guess. 3 of the weeks I wasn't here, so doesn't really count. And there are a few things. I have made another video about the things I don't like about Portugal, and this kind of could tie into it, but it also is things I would have been good to know before I moved here. So let's begin. The first one, and it's a big one. It has to do with why I'm sitting in bed here and not in the living room or in the kitchen or some other place. It's winter right now. Oh, I mean, it's not really winter, but I think it is I don't know, there's a calendar winter and there's a whatever winter. It's winter. It's December, and in 2 weeks it's Christmas, so to me it's winter. So the temperature, it doesn't get as cold as Canada, obviously. That's why reason I moved here, because it's not minus 20 Celsius. But it's, even if it's just 15 or 12 degrees or 13 degrees, I can't remember what it is today, and it rains and it's cold inside the house, usually colder than outside, because the buildings are not insulated as well properly. The walls are cement. There's no insulation. There's no insulation in the roofs anywhere. The windows are really not good. Lots of times there's no proper frame around the windows to keep some of the cold out. The floors are tile, so that makes it colder when you walk. And they have metal doors, cold some places. And the dampness, gets to your bones, I guess. It's just cold. So, I'm not really motivated to do anything at the moment. It's cold in here. I think I need to go on vacation somewhere it's warmer. It's kind of ironic because I thought, oh yeah, Portugal. And the problem is, then you say, hey, turn the heat on. Yeah, I have a wood stove, which is nice, but you need a lot of wood to keep this place warm. Because again, the heat escapes because there's not a lot of insulation. And the way my place is laid out, because the wood burner is in the front, my bedroom is here and the kitchen's in the back there, so it's cold. The kitchen is really, really cold. I think I need to buy a little heater to plug in there because, it's freezing. Anyway, the problem is the way the buildings are built, and there's no central heating. So definitely a problem. Some places do. Some houses you buy, newer houses or some renovated houses, they do have that. But then you also pay more rent, and I'm not at that point at the moment. But I know also a lot of other places that you pay more aren't well insulated well or have proper heating. And if you have heating, like electric, it's expensive. And I said, like, again, if the wood stove would have been in the middle of the apartment, it might have been better in my case. So, but it's, yeah, not that way. So, and I don't have enough wood yet to, keep it going all day. Maybe in a week or so I do, but again, it's still cold in the morning when you get up. So I think I have to get a little heater just to plug it in to get going in the morning. So I'm gonna be in bed till 9 o'clock till I get out. Anyways, big problem is the heat. In the winter, there's no heat. Again, if you buy your own place and you may, buy a more expensive place, you might be lucky and you have already stuff in there because the other people before you thought about the heat, the cold in the winter to heat up the place. So be sure when you come here, think about that. Yes, you think Portugal's a warm country, but not in the winter. And I mean, it's only it's only part of November, December, and January. Somebody told me February is supposed to it's warmer again, so I hope it's only 2 months because I may just have to escape for these 2 months in the future. But again, ironic, right? Because I'm colder here now, actually, right now, than I would have been in Canada because I have more central heating. Yeah, kind of funny, isn't it? Okay, moving on from the cold. The second point I wanted to make is the lunch break they take. Yes, I'm from Switzerland. They took, some places, some stores, some services like the post office and the banks. Other places, they do close for an hour and a half from 12 till 1:30. But here it's from 12 till 3 or 12:30 till 3:30. Lots of places. Again, not all places, but you can expect it. So when you want to do, you have to keep that in mind. You can't do anything on lunch break because it's not going to be open at lunch break if you're working and, doing your lunch break at 12 o'clock. And some businesses are, like some banks are open till 3 o'clock and then they close. They're not open till 5 because they work during the lunch. That happens too. So you really have to make sure you know when your stores are open, when they're closed, depending where you live. But the lunch break, yeah, that's the thing about here, about Portugal. They just want to, they have an easygoing lifestyle. Now the hustle culture, that's part of it why people come here, because they don't want to be hustling and 24/7 constantly working. It's good and bad, I guess. It depends, but you just have to be aware of it. Make sure that you calculate in the lunch breaks when you have to go to an office or a bank or some official office, town office or whatever. Some places are open and some aren't. So just be aware and do your research before you go, because you're gonna have a rude awakening when you get there. We're closed today. Sorry, come back tomorrow. And I think I talked about this before, about the bureaucracy that even if they're open, they tell you different things at different places. Bring 5 documents, and the other place bring 6 documents. So make sure you bring all the documents you ever have about you think you need. All your official documents, bring them with you whenever you go to an office or bank or another service, because you might need it. And the third thing that you should know when you move to Portugal is if you order anything online, if you can find a Portuguese company that you can order online, that's a bonus. Yes, please do that. But Amazon, they don't have an Amazon, so you have to either get it from Amazon Germany or Amazon Spain. And I tried to do it, but I wasn't very lucky but I can try it again at some point. But if you get anything delivered from outside Portugal, it usually gets stuck in customs, and that's not pleasant. And you have to pay a lot of money for taxes or whatever. So try to not to do that. If you bring anything over, try to bring it while you bring in a suitcase. Even though we have to maybe pay for the extra suitcase, it's still cheaper than shipping it and paying taxes again. And it's really slow, so the process. So something that's worth $5, you could pay $30 for taxes. You have to be very careful. So, and again, it's just getting anything online outside of Portugal is tricky. So yeah, I got a company from Lisbon to deliver me art supplies, and that was good, easy. The next day it was here. So if it's within Portugal, it's not a problem, but outside Portugal, all the big name brands, you're used to in Canada or the States or even in the UK, it's not as easy to get, and it's more expensive. So just something to keep in mind when you're coming over here, I guess. Groceries. Groceries are more expensive than you think. You think everything is cheap in Portugal, but it's not, especially after COVID. All the countries like in Europe got higher food prices, and Portugal is no different. No different, yes, because it's the euro and it's part of the European Union. So, and I don't know how the regular people do it that have to live on the minimum wage. I have no idea, because it's very low in Portugal. So yeah, food is not cheap. It's kind of expensive, and you have to make sure you buy it when you're, I guess, when it's on sale. And fish is expensive, which is ironic because they have so much delicious fish, but yeah, it seems to be fairly expensive. So you just have to do your research, and you have to change your diet a little bit, maybe. I don't know, buy the stuff that's cheaper. But yeah, even the markets are even more, of course. Like you used to be that we go to the market and you get cheap food. Not anymore. Everything is more expensive than you think. So keep in mind that groceries are not cheap. The living expenses itself are not cheap. Like heating is also expensive. Electricity, and yeah. So maybe the rent are cheaper in some places. Again, depends where you live. But that doesn't mean, yeah, you get what you pay for. If it's a cheap rent, you also get, cold in the winter, like me. If you probably don't have a heat. So just gotta be careful. Do your research. And this one saddens me. It's all the amount of stray cats and stray dogs all over the place. And even the people that own their dogs, they don't care, or the cats. I'll just let them go, whatever, for days and let them come back. And some other ones, they don't come back at all because they don't get fed. Or some of them are on chains, and they bark at each other at night because they're outside in the rain and the cold, and they get a bone thrown once in a while, and that's it. So yeah, they don't treat the animals very nice. Very good. I know back in the day when I was a kid, we had a dog, and my grandfather didn't treat that dog very nice. He kept them on a chain, and it was just a guard dog, and making sure the fox wouldn't eat our chickens that were laying eggs. That's about it. I did have an aunt, though, that was nice enough to take him off the chain and would go for walks with him and would wash him, and would feed him properly and cut his hair. So, but yeah. I mean, that was 50 years ago, so I think they should, change their attitude about the animals around here, because I'm so sad to see all the posts on Facebook about all the animals that get thrown out the cars or dumped in somebody's yard, especially when they had pups or kittens. Nobody wants them. I'm like, it's just the attitude towards cats and dogs, and I don't know, maybe other animals too, is not very nice. It's terrible. So yeah, I feel sorry for them. Most foreigners end up adopting a couple of dogs because you just can't take it anymore. But you can adopt all of them, and there's organizations and then try their best. But again, I don't know why the people are I don't know, I guess it's a cultural thing, I'm not sure, but just be aware that there's a lot of stray dogs. A lot of southern countries have that problem. That Portugal's not the only one, but as we're talking about Portugal, there is one thing that you have to be aware of. So I hope these few points helped you, maybe not deciding to come to Portugal, but make you aware of what's going on. That's not all sunshine and roses and ponies and unicorns here. It's has its ups and downs, and things are different here. So we just gotta decide if you can live with certain things, and if you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. So it's everybody's their own decision. So far, I'm still staying here. The good outweigh the bad. So, but I'm only here for a few months. So we'll see. I got my residency, and getting other things done slowly but surely. So I hope I will stay here. Like, I love the summers, and I mean, it's only 2 months of the year, but it's really actually cold. So if I only have 2 months compared to 6 months, I'll take it. So make sure you watch all those other videos that you're up to speed. What's going on, and ask me any questions in the comments, please. And I will make videos about it if there are, enough people who are interested in some of these questions and the answers. And ask me anything, and I'll either get back to you or make a video on it. And make sure you subscribe, like, and share, and make sure you I want to get monetized. So I still have pretty low subscriber numbers, so I want to get that up there so I can make this worthwhile. I mean, I'm still going to do it because I'm recording my life here, and it's not to make money, it's for as a record. But it would be nice to make a little bit of money from it, because I put some you put some effort in it. It costs the time. It's time. You gotta edit it, you got to film it, and and you have some software you have to pay for. So till you don't get to a certain threshold and to the watch hours, you don't make any money. So, and if anybody wants to be helping to be an affiliate, please let me know. I'll check it out. If you have something to sell and I'm interested, and it's with my lifestyle or within my channel, what the message I want to convey, then let me know. Send me an email or send me a comment on here, and the email is in the description, so just go check it out. And there's lots of links down there you can go check out too. Some of them have to do with expat life. I think there's no, actually not on this channel. Actually, I think it's just mostly just stuff that you might be interested in when you're moving to Portugal or abroad in general. Okay, enough talking. See you in the next one.